Hello and welcome to another episode of the LendAPI Partner Podcast. Today, my guest is Wagner Lopez, who is Executive Director at Luby. Welcome to the podcast, Wagner.
Wolfgang, it's great to be here. Thanks for having us.
Great. Now let's start with that first important question. How did Luby get started?
We started like 23 years ago building websites. So quite an innovation back then. And now as we start delivering that solution to our clients, they start to asking us to help them on a more complex issues or challenges they were facing. And that's where we start tapping on software development, system development, and so on. Fast forward, for the past 10 years, we have been working with American companies, especially in the finance space. And we basically grow through word of mouth. So clients see value, they recommend us to their partners or to their friends. And that's how we have been growing for the past decade.
Yeah, that is always the best way to do it for people that are happy to tell other people and to say, hey, you should try these guys out. They really work for me. Maybe they can work for you. That is awesome. And you've been around for quite a while, right? So you have seen a thing or two. That I think is also always very important to have that experience and to have been through cycles and have seen things change. Now, what is the number one use case that you solve for at Luby?
I would say our sweet spot is helping our clients to have their own proprietary financial digital product. So how we build something that can scale, they can grow their business, they can retain their clients, understand that product vision, how to do it, how to deliver, return on investments, and return clients. That's our sweet spot there.
So you actually give them their own look and feel, not just a standardized solution, but you actually help them do it their way, which I think that is always something that people are looking for, right? They're sort of saying, hey, do I take something where I just stick in my logo, or do I work with someone that can really make it more custom and more proprietary?
And it's not just about that. It's mainly what kind of result they want from that product. So how we can automate that product internally so their employees don't have to spend that much time when dealing with that software and manage that software. So it's all about understanding their goals. And we start to poke around saying, listen, have you thought about this? How about we have this different approach? And then we start to build something more strategic to their business.
Now, and that's probably also where all your 23 years of experience comes in, right? You know a thing or two and you sort of say, well, maybe you want to do it this way, but let me recommend something else. You might want to tweak this, do it slightly differently. So it works well for your customer specifically. It works for how they do business and how it's easy for them. That is a great way to do that. What is a favorite customer story that you can tell us?
Well, I actually have 3 customer stories that resonate in the same strategy that we have. Is when we see a great product, we start developing and enhancing the product with our clients, and we see a lot of potential to apply the specific product or that IP to other industry that is not their competitors. So actually, this year we have 3 joint ventures with 3 different clients where we have products for banking. So we are ready to take it to the market to offer to other community banks, the regional banks. We have lending solutions that we can offer to lenders in the tribal space. And then that's how we are navigating. We have a mobile banking app with AI capabilities where you could just say how much did I spend last month in restaurants, and the application going to bring that information to you. So it's how we are growing our business, not moving away from professional service to a more product-driven company in partnership with our clients. So we're building something bigger and stronger with our clients.
So tell me how that worked out. So one example of a customer that you did that with, how did that work out, and was there anything unique about it?
One client specifically, they want to have a payment orchestration inside to collect payments from their clients. And then we have done something similar in the Brazilian market where our headquarters is based today. So we're saying, listen, there's a lot of best practices that we can apply to that we can automate internally, where you don't have to worry about, let's say, if you have a collection or a payment schedule for a specific date in a specific state, and it's going to be a holiday in that day. So we can automatically bring that payment one day before. Today is all done manually. So there's a lot of improvements that we can make based on best practices that we have in the market. So
if you think about that, when you implement your solution, what is the type of feedback that you get from your customers? Why do they like working with you?
well, they see us as a team member of their strategy team. So they always explain to us where they want to go, what they want to do. And then we start bringing insights and how we would approach that on a cost benefit way. So usually sometimes we just do that in person. So move away from the remote perspective. We try to we connect in person as much as we can to build that kind of strategy. Because some insights you get from a dinner with the client.
Right. Yeah.
A side conversation they're having with that. So that's how we try to be shoulder by shoulder with them in this journey.
So you really become an integral part of their team. You become a team member for them so that you can be a trusted advisor and be in the trenches with them.
Exactly. And sometimes we put clients together to talk between them without us in the room. Meaning, so how was the setup of the solution? What did you face as a challenge? What you didn't was a curveball. So they share knowledge and insight between clients. So and they sometimes end up doing business between it, which is great. So we start to facilitate that economic environment between our clients.
That probably also explains why you have so much word of mouth, people talking to people and saying, hey, we had a great experience working with Luby. And that's very powerful when your customers can talk to each other. Great. Well, that might be a good point to wrap this up. Thank you very much, Wagner, for being on the podcast today.
Thanks for having us. It's a great conversation. Love it.
Thank you. And this is another LendAPI Partner Podcast. We'll see you next time.